Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm laughing because it's been quite some time. Um, hey, how are you? Since then I'm actually really glad. I'm sharing with you first how I've been lah. I've been glad to get responses, even though it's not on the YouTube comments. I mean, in a private okay, in a private conversation, that they find it exciting and then they're looking forward to how I manage my expenses. Um, and the and the feedback was more to like, oh, then how do you keep track of your online expenses? Naturally, out of convenience, it's easier to use card lah, and sometimes you can get benefits. If you use credit card, you can get cashback, rewards, I don't know. So that's what we'll be doing for today's video. We'll be cash and stuffing for debit card expenses from 23rd to 26th of July. So what I do is I go on the online on the app to see the transactions for the dates of expenses for card. So like for example, if I were to go a week ago, in this color here, I just put there the dates of 15th to the 18th of July, and I use DBS and these other expenses. So like for example, if let's say services such as Grab, because I will use Grab for transport, food, I don't know, whatever. Grab has a lot of services, right? So I would put there what is the amount. Oh, it's falling. Is it okay? I'm just going to continue. I think I never lock it properly. Wait, oh, I'll just make it lower lah, whatever. I think this is better, but why is it heavy? I think it'll be good. Sorry, life happens. So like for example, for Grab, yeah. So for my work, when we take Grab, I can claim lah, because for example, expenses such as home visits, and yeah, I do have a bike. However, I do not see a reason to ride in the hot weather and traffic and fumes in my face and be uncomfortable. So I just spend out of my buffer or the cash that I have inside my card, because I know I'm gonna spend or budget a certain amount every single month with that money, right? So I will go to the app and see what are the transactions, and I will actually double check whether I can claim or is it the taxi claim for my work. And that will, it's still my money, but it just take time for me to receive it. And for example, Grab Wallet, if I were to order Food Panda, there's also another option, or like just miscellaneous things, because I do put aside $200 every single week to spend on the budget for that certain week. But for example, miscellaneous expenses such as Nets EasyLink card, I took it out from the $200, because I don't have like a category for traveling, and if I do, it's actually motor lah, which is expensive. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for tracking of the online expenses. And once I take it out, and certainly I would highlight it. So for example, on the 27th of July, I spent on Grab. Like what I mentioned just now, I will need to determine, is it claimable under my work expenses or is it out of my own pocket? Yeah, and what I do is I would go to this page then, where it is the money of the videos lah. Like for example, growth previously had 427, but I deducted $200 because I registered for an event or a talk, I don't know. So for me, growth is more to personal investment, right? I don't know, whatever that I guess basically self-care is doing things that your future self would thank you for. Like in the moment, for example, fast food, it is because of salt, sugar, for example, it is um, a normal form of addiction lah, kan? So so for me, growth is more to personal investment. So I would invest in, I don't know, like the network. I would invest in myself, my brain, I feel. Yeah. So what I've been doing, which I don't capture on video, is that on the back end when I get this and when I highlight, I'll be taking up from the binders, and yeah, that is my online unstuffing. So I already did on the back end this amount during this date, sorry, 23rd of July to 26. So for whatever I take out from the binders, whatever cash I have, I would actually remove it. Oh, found it. I would actually put it in my wallet. And for example, where the category is wallet, I would just take it out for whatever cash that's and I would put it in a place for me to put it back to the bank lah, as the buffer or the money that I know I'll be spending with my card for that month or that period. And I usually do this on a weekly basis so that I may not have time to update it on the spot, but at least for 1 week I will still be able or hope to able to remember uh, what I spent on for the online card spending, because it can get confusing with like apa abbreviations. So I think for that it's actually easy to either just one call the bank, or that you can just Google or search for apa abbreviations that the bank use, so that you can actually know what it's about. And if let's say you don't know, then yeah, just call in, they're there to help you. So I went for a Batam 1 day trip yesterday, and it was very fun. I spent way more than I anticipated. I budgeted for 300, but it amounted to all in maybe around 800. So I did overspend. I'm not saying, I have never said I'm perfect, but you know, life happens and these are setbacks, and yeah lah, it's what you do with the information. There's not a need to panic or whatever. Alhamdulillah, for me, I have a job which at least for right now, I know I will get a paycheck for the following month. And if I don't have it, like for example, I want to go on a holiday, right? Then it needs to be coming up from somewhere lah. So yeah, so this is the amount that I have left for the trip that I went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5. So in terms of, I think this is fun as well to talk about different notes and currencies. And what I find beautiful about it is that there are illustrations and designs, and there's usually a backstory to it, and I find it to be magical. So yeah, so here's the Bank of Indonesia. This gorgeous woman, I think this one what, rice field lah, because they have resources, right? Natural resources. RM2,000. I'm using my phone to record, but you can just use a currency converter to know how much it equates to in SGD. And like for example, my food was $3. So here, who is this dude? Dr. KH Idham Khalid. So pretty. The girl is dancing gunung at Gunung Bromo. Kain batik, right? And what mountain is this? Gunung Bromo also. Okay. Cool. See like the regions. 50, 10, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so I guess this is the new version. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting how many zeros, and actually it varies by size, so that's how I remember or learn to deal with or work with Indonesian rupiah. So I'm not sure whether I'll be going there anytime soon. But I had a good time. So this one I'm just gonna put money a bit to the side to see, yeah, whether I need it, or if not, it can be a fun buffer. And I was actually thinking of doing different videos with like my savings challenges or whatever, but I think as of right now, I rather just get it out of the way. So here I'm just gonna put aside. So like for example, I have optical claim. So yeah, coupons, vouchers, you know, it's currency but in a different format, I guess. I wanted to do also savings challenges. So I purchased something from someone in the community, and it was given to me as a freebie. I got her 1K savings challenge. So already I've marked off 2. Let's see how much we have now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so that means I can color in 3. 20, 40, 60. 60, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is it? I don't know lah. Whatever. Or is it this one? I think. No, because I just changed it, so I don't know what's what. And you see this one? I don't know. I think it's a $2 saving challenge. Do I have any sticker? I don't. Where's my sticky note? Big go. Yeah, if let's say it's not enough, then I would just be taking out from Raya notes. So when I get nice $5 notes, I would collect it, and I know I would be using it for Hari Raya lah. So the following year, once Hari Raya comes, I don't need to take out money from my paycheck or whatever. I would just get the sampul surat, the envelopes, to put the nice $5 for Hari Raya. So like for example here, I do have, okay, let's count it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, oh man, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 32, 4, 6, 8, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 62, 4, 6, 8, 72, 4, 6, 8, 82. Okay, cool. So for here, it is more to, because $2 is very prevalent. Is it raining? Yeah, it's raining. I'm so glad I didn't do the laundry. So yeah, so here there's a variety of like not as nice notes, I guess. Like, so for example, like big crumpled, and I think it is not nice because I don't know lah, huh? So what I do and how I organize it is I will put the not as nice notes in front. So if let's say the $5 is insufficient for whatever reason, which it has been okay, alhamdulillah, for the past few years that I've been doing it. If let's say tak cukup ke apa, or I'm doing more visiting, or there are just an influx with tons of kids, I'll be coming to this, instead of giving 5, then is their luck, I'll just be in the envelopes, it will just be $4. So how I organize it is I just put everything all to the back, so I know I won't be putting this the top few, for example, for the envelopes, but I'll be putting the behind if need be. So that is for my saving challenges. Um, for the Raya notes, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. And this one is actually a fun way for me to have an emergency or a backup. If let's say there's no money in the bank, for example. Oh yeah, so this is my banking. But I think they have it here. No, I don't. Alright, so my receipts, I also keep track of it. Yeah, for example, optical, I can claim it. So these are receipts that I would actually put aside. And because just now what we did was online, right? And cut expenses. So that is where the sinking fund comes into play. And the other thing is actually to keep track of receipts lah. So for cash or whatever, is easier to keep track, and once it's done, just recycle it. And like for example, yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoy it, and yeah, have a lovely National Day, public holiday. So I also want to share that I work in a Malay Muslim organisation, right? And that so there was a part where the ustaz was giving his speech, I guess. um and that he said that, oh, it's also what the prophet did or said, or whatever the appropriate word is that, yeah, it's also a sunnah to love your country, and which is today lah, and today to celebrate it. So like for example here I have dates. So like what I mentioned is that I put aside 200 bucks every single week for expenses, whatever it may be. There are some YouTubers who actually have specific categories, but for me, that is a bit too much work for me. So I would just chunk it aside. So like for example, just now I mentioned in the wallet, this will be going to my wallet every single week, or when I need to top up, and then I will just, yeah, pandai lah, minus 150, so I can budget along the week accordingly. Yep, so this is for weekly from 12th of August to 18th of August. And I hope it makes sense how the different binders work and how it ties with my wallet. I just want to share with you my Evening card, celebrating women and family, Singapore Council of Women Organisation, Women's Integration Network, and MSF. I got this when I was working at MSF. It was a booth, and you played like I don't know what game, and you get a freebie of Evening card. And I've been keeping this ever since. I think also because I work with a lot of male clients. I mean, we do work with family and wife and kids, however, and grandparents, pets, disabilities, whatever, right? But yeah, I think I just work with too much male, because males are still our main clients, right? So I just keep this whenever I take the bus. I said, oh, okay, no, actually there's such thing as women empowerment, and the world is a crazy place, but I think we just need to reframe it and try our best and trust that it will all work out lah. Because if it's not okay, then it is not the end lah, right? Because yeah, I think I'm blabbering already. So cool, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think. I just also want to share just now when I did the $20 savings challenges, right? It's also quite popular to do $100 envelope challenge. So if they say rollovers or savings, once the 200 savings is completed, once I reach a certain amount for my $2, $5 saving notes for Hari Raya, I'll move on to this. And yeah, to find creative ways to be an adult. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Happy National Day. Spend time with your family, your loved ones. Do whatever that brings you joy. And yeah, I can only afford to do video once every 2 weeks, but I'm on leave for this week and next week, very long holiday, and this is not up to date, so inshallah I have time to do another unstuffing. And I don't know, let me know what you find interesting, and that, because basically also I need ideas what to upload. um so yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, and bye bye.